Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story you probably think you know, but we're going to look at it in a whole new light. It's the classic tale of the Three Little Pigs. But this isn't just a story about pigs and a wolf. It's a powerful lesson about choices, hard work, and what it really means to be prepared. So, grab a comfy seat and let's get started. Once upon a time, in a cozy little corner of the world, lived a mother pig with her three adorable little sons. They had grown up so fast, and one sunny morning she called them together. She said, "My dear sons, you're all grown up now. It's time for you to go out into the world and build your own homes, to seek your own fortunes." She gave each of them a loving hug and a little bit of money, and with waves of goodbye, the three little pigs set off on their big adventure. The first little pig was a fun-loving, carefree soul. He loved to sing and dance and play his flute all day long. As he trotted down the road, he hadn't gone very far when he met a farmer carrying a big bundle of straw. Perfect, he thought. Building a house is boring work, and he wanted to get it done as quickly as possible so he could get back to playing. He politely asked the farmer, "Excuse me, sir, could you please sell me some of that straw to build my house?" The farmer, a kind man, agreed. So the first little pig bought the straw and, in just a few hours, he had built a house. It wasn't very strong, but it was a house. He danced around it, singing, "I built my house of straw, I'm as safe as can be. The big bad wolf won't catch me." He spent the rest of the day playing his flute, completely happy. The second little pig was a bit more practical than his brother, but he was still in a hurry. He wanted a house, but he also wanted plenty of time left to enjoy himself. He walked a little further down the road and soon came across a man with a cart full of sticks. The second pig thought, sticks are definitely stronger than straw, and building with them should still be pretty quick. He approached the man and asked, "Kind sir, would you be willing to sell me some of those sticks? I need to build a house." The man agreed, and the second little pig got to work. He hammered and tied the sticks together, and in about a day, his house was finished. It looked sturdier than the straw house, for sure. He stood back, proud of his work, and said, "My house of sticks is strong and tall. The big bad wolf won't get me at all." He then went off to visit his brother, and they spent the rest of the day singing and dancing together. Now, the third little pig was different. He was thoughtful, patient, and understood that some things in life are worth taking your time on. He knew that a good, strong home was the most important thing he could build. He walked past the man with the straw and the man with the sticks, continuing much further down the road. Eventually, he met a man driving a wagon loaded with heavy red bricks. The third pig's eyes lit up. "This is it," he thought. "This is what I need to build a truly safe house." He went up to the man and said, "Please, sir, can I buy some of your bricks to build my house?" The man sold him a large pile of bricks, and the third little pig began his work. It was not easy. The bricks were heavy, and the mortar was messy. Day after day, he worked tirelessly, carefully laying each brick. His brothers would often visit, laughing at him. "Why are you working so hard?" They'd tease, "Come and play with us. Your house is taking forever." But the third little pig just smiled and kept on working. "I'm building my house of bricks so it will be strong," he would reply. "I want to be safe, no matter what happens." Finally, after many long days of hard labor, his beautiful, strong brick house was complete. It had a sturdy oak door, a big fireplace, and a tall chimney. The third pig felt a deep sense of pride and security. He knew he had made the right choice. Well, it wasn't long before trouble appeared in the neighborhood. A big, bad wolf had heard about the 3 new little pigs living in the area, and his stomach was rumbling. He decided it was time for a piggy feast. First, he crept up to the house of straw where the first little pig was happily playing his flute. The wolf knocked on the flimsy door. Little pig, let me come in." He growled in his deepest, scariest voice. The little pig peeked through a crack, saw the wolf's big teeth, and squealed in terror. "No, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." The wolf just laughed. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in black." And he took a deep breath, and he huffed, and with one mighty blow, the entire straw house collapsed into a heap. The terrified little pig scrambled out of the wreckage and ran as fast as his little legs could carry him to his brother's house of sticks. He burst through the door, shouting, the wolf is coming." The second little pig quickly barred the door just as the wolf arrived, licking his lips. Little pigs, let me come in," he roared. The 2 pigs huddled together, trembling. "No, no, not by the hair of our chinny chin chins," they cried out. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," the wolf threatened. He took a giant breath and huffed, and he puffed, and the stick house began to shake and rattle. He huffed and he puffed again, even harder this time, and the whole house of sticks came crashing down. The 2 little pigs squealed and scrambled away, running for their lives straight to their brother's house of bricks. They pounded on the strong oak door. "Let us in. Let us in. The wolf is chasing us." The third little pig quickly opened the door, and his 2 brothers tumbled inside, breathless and shaking with fear. He bolted the door securely just as the wolf, now very angry and very hungry, arrived outside. The wolf banged on the door. Little pigs, let me come in," he bellowed. This time, all 3 pigs answered from the safety of the strong house. "No, no, not by the hair of our chinchins." The wolf was furious. "Then I'll huff and I'll blow your house in," he screamed, and he huffed and he puffed, but nothing happened. The brick house didn't even tremble. He huffed again, and he puffed with all his might until he was red in the face, but the house stood firm. The wolf was exhausted and out of breath, but he wasn't ready to give up. He was a cunning wolf. He tried to trick the pig, saying, "Little pig, I know where there's a nice field of turnips. Let's go together tomorrow morning at 6. The clever third pig replied, "Great idea, I'll be ready." But the next morning, the pig went at 5, got the turnips, and was safely back home before the wolf even arrived. The wolf was enraged. He tried again. "Little pig, there's a lovely apple tree in Mary Garden. Let's go at 5 o'clock tomorrow." The pig agreed, but went at 4 o'clock instead. This time, the wolf arrived early too, and saw the pig high up in the apple tree. The clever pig, thinking fast, threw an apple far away and shouted, "Here, wolf, catch." While the wolf was chasing the apple, the pig jumped down and ran home. The wolf was absolutely beside himself with rage. He had one last desperate idea. He climbed onto the roof of the brick house and shouted down the chimney, "I'm coming to get you. I'm coming down the chimney." But the third little pig was ready. He had seen the wolf climbing the roof. He quickly put a big pot of water on the fire to boil. Just as the wolf squeezed himself down the chimney, the little pig took the lid off the pot. With a huge splash, the wolf landed right in the boiling water. He howled in pain, shot back up the chimney like a rocket, and ran off into the woods, never to be seen again. The 3 little pigs were finally safe. The first 2 pigs felt very foolish. They thanked their clever brother for saving them and apologized for making fun of his hard work. They learned a valuable lesson that day. Taking shortcuts and looking for the easy way out can lead to disaster. It's the hard work, the planning, and the patience that build a foundation strong enough to withstand any wolf at the door. From that day on, all 3 pigs lived together happily and safely in the strong little house of bricks. So, what's the real takeaway here? It's that the choices we make matter. The effort we put in today builds our security for tomorrow. Whether it's studying for a test, working on a project, or even building relationships, the brick house approach, doing it right, even when it's hard, is always the best investment. Thanks so much for watching and sharing this story with me. What's your favorite lesson from the 3 little pigs? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories and lessons. See you in the next one.